Hey there, Maria. In this video, I'm going to show you 3 things that you can do today to help bring in more customers to your business. My name is Seleni McGregor, and I work with business owners across the state of Utah. I'm actually based out of Utah County myself, so I put together a quick custom video for you about your online presence and specifically how you stack up against your competition. So at this point, you're most likely sitting there asking yourself, why would she be doing this and what's in it for her? Well, that's a fair question. I have just found that most local business owners are just too busy actually running their business. They're swamped with payroll, helping customers, answering questions, dealing with employees, and just staying on top of jobs. And many times, learning how to leverage the internet to benefit their company just gets buried underneath all of the other to-dos. And let's be real, half the time the only reason they haven't hired somebody yet is because they don't know who to trust or know who is truly an expert. So that's exactly why I make videos like this. I have found that by giving people an easy free attack plan of the things that they can actually do to impact their business for free, it's resulted in some of those local business owners still raising their hands and saying, I like you, Seleni, can you please just handle this for me? So if by the end of this video you've liked what you've heard and can see that I've got a lot of tricks up my sleeve that can help your business, shoot me a message back and we can chat. Or if at the end of this video you simply want to take this free attack plan that I gave you and do it yourself, that totally works for me too. So now let's cover the 3 things that's going to set A-quality rain gutters above your competition. First up is content, second would be citations, and third, backlinks. So first up is content. So since Google isn't a human, it doesn't just know what you do. It needs to be told through your content. Content is basically anything that you can see here on your homepage that's highlighted. So this can include text, pictures, what the pictures are saved as, what's behind the pictures. That can all be considered content. So let's actually jump up here to a great example for you on your images. So if we go to this image here, we can do a right click, a save as, we can actually see what that image is saved at here as here. So this would be a great way to leverage high volume keywords by including them in the detailed image descriptions in your saved images. All of these things that we've talked about are things that the Google bots can read and basically get an idea of what is your business, what services do you offer, what areas are you targeting, and that's all going to position you in the search ranking. So the goal is having unique and authoritative content and enough of it to add in the keywords or key phrases that people are actually searching for in Google for someone to find the services that you offer. Most business owners know that they need content, but what they don't know is that in order to rank number 1 on Google for gutters, the average content count is 1,500 to 2,400 words on your homepage. Again, while making sure that it contains the right keywords and key phrases that your customers are actually searching for. So when I copied in your content here from your website or from your homepage, plugged it into a tool, I can see that your website is sitting around 800 words on your homepage. Now, if we flip over here to one of your top competitors here in the Salt Lake area, we can check them out. When I threw in their content from their website into the same tool, I can see that their website is sitting around just over 1,700 words on their website. So very beatable. Now, we're going to actually jump over here into one of my tools. This tool is called Ahrefs. It's a really cool tool. Typically it costs a couple $100 per month if you guys want to go out and get this for yourself, but essentially it gives me behind the scene details that Google is looking at when it comes to ranking a site and can actually get an idea of what is working well for you and for your competition. So I ran a quick scan of your competitor over here. Initially we can see in the overview section, we can see how many keywords their website has and the kind of rough traffic that their website is bringing in. We're going to actually dive in specifically here to this keyword section. We can take a look at the exact keywords that they're ranking for and what your customers are actually searching for every month. So as you can see here, your competitor is ranking in the 2nd position here for one of the top location-specific keywords, gutters, Salt Lake City, Utah. That is being searched 200 times per month. And again, they're in one of the top positions here. Jumping into another, another high volume keyword, we've got gutter repair, Salt Lake City, 80 times per month. Gutter installation, Salt Lake City at 50 times per month. Rain gutter, Salt Lake City, 40 times per month. As you can see, all of those are several hundred searches between all of those being added up for some of those really high volume keywords. What would happen if your business was getting all of that traffic, or even a percentage of it? Now, if we jump over here into your site, into the same tool, sorry, let me jump back over here into the overview. We can see the exact same overview. We can see how many keywords are being found on your website and what type of traffic it is driving. Again, we're going to jump in specifically here to your keywords, and we can take a look at what you are ranking for. You can tell here in your position column, I don't see anything that is ranking above it looks like the 10th position, which 10th usually falls either bottom of the first page, most likely top of the second page. For quality rain gutters is what you're ranking highest for there. If we want to focus on, again, those location specific, we've got gutter repair Salt Lake City, again, being searched 80 times, but you're in the 47th position. So you're sitting 4th, 5th page of Google there. That high volume keyword, you've got that same one that you're being found for on your website. Gutter Salt Lake City being searched 200 times per month. But again, you're sitting in the 56th position there. So that would be something to just really focus on, helping increase the position there and helping optimize for those terms. Now, again, you're doing really great on a lot of these keywords. It's really close. It's just not exactly what your ideal customers are typing in. And so we want to be able to help optimize and being able to have you be found in a higher position for some of these really great keywords that you are being found for. Now, again, just wrapping up for content, first thing you want to do to beat out your competition is just help increase the amount of words that you've got here on your homepage. Again, that's what's driving your competitor's business, and it's 100% beatable if you get this done. Now, let's check out the next thing, which is citations. We're going to actually run over here into Google. Scrolling in there. If we type in that high volume keyword, again, we've got gutters, Salt Lake City here. First of all, we see what pops up. We've got the ads section. Here's the thing about ads. Ads can work, but it can also be a money pit if your foundation, like your website, isn't dialed in, or if customers are using ad blockers. So just be careful to not burn through your money with Google Ads until you know for sure that your site is going to convert. So we're actually going to jump down here below the ad section into the coveted map pack section. So this area has a lot to do with the second important thing that we're going to talk about, which is citations. You're probably asking yourself, well, what is a citation? Why do they matter? And those are great questions. So this is called the Google Map Pack. I'm sure you've heard it. You've probably even used this section and possibly even thought to yourself, how in the world can I get my business up on here? That's a great question, and it's what I'm about to show you. So to get yourself in the top 3, the number one thing that Google looks at is a thing called citations. Well, what is a citation? Citations are super simple. They are just your business name, address, and phone number listed on a bunch of online directories like these: Yelp, Yellow Pages, City Star, so on. They just need to match your Google listing exactly. Having citations like these helps Google to verify and give relevance to your local business. So in order to push you up here into the top 3 spots on your Google Map Pack, you just need to increase your citation game. When you get more citations than your competitor, especially from authoritative and industry-specific websites, your credibility boosts and you gain more trust from Google, therefore pushing you above your competition. Now, you might be asking yourself, great, but how do I actually do that? Well, there are page tools that you can use that will tell us exactly which directories your competition is listed on, and then we can go match what they are on, but we don't want to just match them, we want to dominate them online. So what we have seen is that most gutter companies that are ranking at the top usually see them around 200 to 350 citations. So if you're pushed down below that, maybe second or third page or so on, you might only have 30 or 40 citations. So we not only need to go out and get those citations that'll match your competitor, but then we need to beat them online. Okay, now let's talk about the last thing that I wanted to go over with you today, which is backlinks, or often called link juice. This third pillar is really going to help you dominate on Google. So again, when we search for the gutters, Salt Lake City here, when we scroll down past the ads, down past the map pack, you see down below that the organics listing section. You can see here that your website is not ranking number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, anywhere here on the first page. Now, this is where you want to be because Google statistics have shown that the top 3 businesses on Google get about 75% of the clicks. That means Most of your potential customers are choosing one of these first 3 results and are never making it down to your listing. So to get here, you need to beat out your competition in every aspect. You need authority. So how do you get authority? Well, this is where backlinks come into play. Simply put, a backlink is when one website links to another website online. Easiest way to think about link juice or backlinks is simply to think about it like a popularity contest back in high school. You want the coolest, most popular kid to be recommending you. So in this popularity contest, the business with the most relevant link juice or authority wins. And I say relevant because not all backlinks are created equal. So you're a gutter company, right? Well, you wouldn't want a backlink from an ice cream shop linking back to you guys because you guys don't make ice cream. Although that would be tasty, the backlink would be kind of useless to you. But having a backlink from like a local construction company linking back to you, that would be much more industry specific and much more effective. So let's jump back over here again to my Ahrefs tool. Again, this is your site that we've got here. You can see here you've got 30 backlinks. That's not bad. It's a great start. It's just not dominant. If we jump over here into your competitor, we can see here that they have 208 backlinks back to their pointing back to their website. And they've got some from strong, relevant sources. And again, how do we get these? Well, in Ahrefs, we can actually see the exact sites that are linking to them, and we can go get those same links for your business. Again, this is very beatable with time. Again, getting you here to the top of Google, it's not magic. It is just a tried and true method. And I've shown you that exact method today. So again, the 3 things that you can do today to grow your online presence is first, focus on your content. Your front page needs to be at least 1,500 words with the right keywords and phrases that people are actually searching for in your area so your company gets found. Ideally, you want to beat out your competition over 1,700 content words there. Second, citations. You want to be able to get your name, address, and phone number listed on as many online directories to beat out your competition by a landslide. And then finally, you just want to make sure that you get more relevant quality sites pointing back to you guys to show Google that you are the authority. If you implement these strategies today, you can be #1 across Google. Now, I know how tough the market is, and I know how dependent small businesses are on third-party companies like Angie's List. I also know how painful it is to pay for leads that are shared amongst your competitors. What I have shown you here today gives you control over your leads and gives you an actionable plan that has clients coming straight to your door without a broker in between. So I'm sure that you're wondering, okay, well, what now? Well, you really have a few options. First, if you feel like you cannot handle any more clients every month, that is absolutely fair. Just send me a quick note telling me you watched the video. Tell me your thoughts, what you thought about it. Give me your feedback. I would love and appreciate that. On the other hand, if you're ready to grow, then you can take this blueprint and implement these 3 strategies on your very own today. I gave you the exact formula that businesses pay tons of dollars to have, and it's all yours to use to help your company. Now, if you have found this information valuable, and if you are still one of those business owners to still raise their hands for the most effective route, go ahead and respond to my email. We'll set up a time to chat and dive deeper into your specific situation and see what I can do to help your business really thrive. Once again, my name is Seleni, and I look forward to your email. Have a great one.